Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurhanikela binti Muhammad Hafizi. We are from Group 3. Today we are going to present the case of Maju Jaya Food Processing Sediaran Berhad.
First, I will explain about introduction. Maju Jaya Food Processing Sediaran Berhad is a small and medium enterprise in Selangor that has been operating for over 10 years. Recently, the company has faced rising labor costs and strong competition from larger food manufacturers. To improve efficiency and remain competitive, the company is considering a 3.5 million investment in an automated food processing and packaging machine. Next, I will explain about important to long-term performance. First is financial sustainability. Automation reduces reliance on manual labor, helping the company control rising wage costs and protect long-term profit margin. Second is operational scalability. Automated production increase the output capacity, allowing the company to supply larger supermarket and compete with major food manufacturers. The third is regulatory compliance and reputation. Automation ensure consistent compliance with halal and ACB standard, improving food safety, hygiene and customer trust. Lastly, strategy future proofing. This investment position Maju Jaya Food Processing as a model forward-looking company ready for long-term growth and competitiveness.
Next, to evaluate the proposed investment in automate machine by Maju Jaya Food Processing Sdn Bhd, two capital budgeting technique was selected, which is net present value (NPV) and internal rate of return (IRR). The first technique is NPV, which is net present value. NPV compare the present value of future cash inflow with the initial investment cost. A positive NPV indicates the investment is expected to create value for the company. However, in the case of Maju Jaya Food Processing, future cash flow are uncertain due to fluctuating market demand. In addition, as and small and medium enterprise (SME), the company may face difficulty in selecting an appropriate discount rate, making the NPV result highly sensitive to assumptions. The second technique is the internal of return (IRR). IRR identifies the rate of return at which the project's NPV equals 0. A project is generally accepted if the IRR exceeds the cost of capital. However, for Maju Jaya Food Processing, IRR is sensitive to change in estimate cash flow. Moreover, the cost of capital may be unclear for small and medium enterprise (SME), and IRR does not consider the scale of investment, even though the proposed machine involves a large initial cost. Although the payback period is commonly used due to simplicity and universal in assessing liquidity, it was not selected as a primary technique in this case. This is because the payback period ignores the time value of money and does not consider cash flow after the payback period. Therefore, for a long-term investment of 3.5 million ringgit, the payback period is less suitable in reflecting the true value of the investment.
The first issue and challenges is Maju Jaya faces uncertainty in estimating future cash flow from the proposed automated machine. Although the investment is expected to reduce labor costs and increase capacity, demand for frozen food product is uncertainty due to strong competition. As an SME with limited forecasting experience, Maju Jaya may overestimate sales or underestimate the cost. With a high capital cost of 3.5 million, inaccurate estimates could increase financial risk and affect the liquidity and stability. Second is Maju Jaya faces threat from rapid technological changes and uncertain market demand. The proposed machine may become outdated as food processing technology evolves quickly, while higher production capacity does not guarantee increased sales. As an SME with limited financial capacity, Maju Jaya may struggle to upgrade the machinery or absorb losses if the machine is not fully utilized. Competing with larger manufacturers further increases the risk if the market demand does not grow as expected. The third issue and challenges is Maju Jaya Food Processing faces difficulty in selecting an appropriate discount rate for capital budgeting. As an SME, the company lacks a clear cost of capital benchmark and faces higher borrowing costs. Using an inappropriate discount rate may lead to incorrect acceptance or rejection of the 3.5 million investment.
Next is environmental and regulatory considerations. The issue for MGFP is that the company must comply with halal, HACCP, and environmental regulations, which are required by supermarkets. However, this compliance comes with extra costs such as certification, audits, staff training, higher energy use, and waste management. If MGFP fails to comply, it may lose access to supermarkets and damage its reputation. The last one is behavioral issues and management pressure. The issue is the pressure on management to modernize operations and keep up with larger competitors. Somehow, this pressure may lead to overly optimistic decisions where the benefits of automation are exaggerated and the risks are underestimated. This could cause MGFP to take on a financially risky investment. So, in conclusion, MGFP's capital expenditure decisions involve multiple interrelated issues and challenges, including uncertainty risk, regulatory pressure, and behavioral bias. These factors highlight the need for careful evaluation beyond financial calculations to ensure the investment supports the company's long-term performance and sustainability.
Apart from financial evaluation, management should also consider qualitative and strategic factors before making the investment decision. Versus sustainability and environmental impact, the automated machine help to reduce food wastage, improve efficiency, and comply with food safety regulation, which is support long-term sustainability. Second is corporate reputation and customer expectation for the better hygiene, consistent quality, and strong halal and HACCP compliant help to build customer trust and improve the brand image. Lastly, long-term competitiveness and innovation. The machine increase production capacity and reduce dependence on manual labor, allowing the company to compete with the larger manufacturer. Overall, these non-financial factors influence the final investment decision because they support sustainable growth and long-term competitiveness.
Our recommendation is that MGFP should proceed with the investment, but only if the company conducts a thorough financial study and has a clear risk management plan. Financially, automation reduces labor costs and inefficiencies, while lower wastage improves long-term cash flow. Capital budgeting techniques like NPV and IRR indicate that the project has potential to generate positive returns even with some uncertainty. Non-financially, the investment improves food safety, hygiene, and compliance with HACCP and halal standards. It also enhances corporate reputation, customer confidence, and product quality while strengthening competitiveness, sustainability, and long-term growth potential. In conclusion, despite risks like cash flow uncertainty and technological change, the benefits outweigh the challenges. With close monitoring of cost and demand, this investment supports MGFP's efficiency, compliance, and long-term performance.